Hello and welcome to another Walking Dead Wednesday, and today we're going to be looking at Season 11, Episode 18, A New Deal. What were your initial thoughts of the episode?
I really liked it.
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was really good.
We sat there the entire time going, this is really good.
Yeah.
I think this is Walking Dead
back
at
life.
like peak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really good.
It started great and it ended great. I loved the ending.
The ending was really good. We'll get to the ending a little bit later on, but it was just such a good episode, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it, like, last episode ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger. You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up the opening bit.
Oh. So the end of the last episode ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger. But it was a cliffhanger that we knew would be resolved quite easily and quite quickly. But I didn't expect it to be
that quick.
Not necessarily that quick, but I didn't expect it to be solved that way.
I didn't think Pamela would actually come out.
I didn't think Pamela would come out of the Commonwealth, but
I'm shocked she actually left the security.
Yeah, because basically what happened is Mercer, Negan, Carol and Pamela rock up in the sewers and just tell Lance to fuck off, basically. And it is quite funny. It was quite a good. I thought it was quite a good scene. And then at the end of it, Daryl kind of stabs. What's his name? Lance's hand.
I want to call him Limpton. I was like, Limpton?
So the episode started with a similar kind of voiceover by Judith, and but this time it focused more on Daryl.
Yeah.
Like last episode, it kind of focused on Rick and the journey as a whole.
Yeah.
Whereas this episode opened with a kind of
with a Daryl and then Merle, and then it kind of went through Daryl's like main people, I would say.
Yeah, it kind of focused on like everyone that's been a big presence in his life throughout the apocalypse, like Merle. Yeah. Then there was Glenn. Denise was there. Carl. Carol. Judith. And Beth. Beth was also shown.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. I wonder.
And I feel like they're gonna do that for every episode.
I think they will. I think the next one they'll do is Carol, and then I think Maggie.
God, I just realised what they're doing. Instead of skipping forward to the last episode, they're having the speech that Carl says at the beginning of every fucking episode.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, because the comic ends with him telling a story.
And they're not going to skip...
I don't think they'll skip ahead.
I don't think they'll do it.
They won't, because they've got the spin-offs. That's very interesting. That's a good theory. I like that. Like, even if they did skip ahead, they could show Judith, just Judith.
Yeah. About how she wants to be alone, and she'll be alone because everyone else is dead or left her. Because she kept saying about... No?
Don't.
Did you not think that when she was saying that speech? I was like,
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to what she was saying.
Oh, I was.
So maybe I need to go back and rewatch that.
Thinking in my head, Daryl's going to leave her and she'll be by herself, and that's why they're having this conversation.
That would be heartbreaking.
It would
I won't
be.
lie.
No, it would be.
That would be really upsetting. So, but yeah, so essentially they made it out of the sewers and made it back to Commonwealth. And basically, the whole thing was Carol basically saying, "Oh, we should take this deal. It means that we can leave and nothing happens to us." And I was like, yes.
Pamela really went, "Get out now." Get out.
Pretty much. I think it was just too much of a headache for her.
Whoever you want to leave now.
So there was that. And then there was this really interesting scene between Lance and Pamela.
Yeah.
Because Lance was basically like, "You need me," and
Pamela was like, really moved up in villain like status. He's literally shot up.
He's so good.
He's so good.
When he first came in, we were like, "Oh, he's gonna be like a little bit of a Littlefinger, like kind of just like meddling in the background."
Yeah.
And then it was that moment where he just shot this guy, and we were like, what? And now he's like a full-on villain. I was like, he orchestrated everything that happened in this episode from a prison cell.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which is very Littlefinger.
Yeah, most definitely. I would definitely say that. I do
like that.
That's definitely that. But yeah, Pamela kind of turned on him because she's always been a very sort of like a very sort of I don't know. She strikes
know.
me as the kind of person that does what needs to be done.
I feel like I need more time with Pamela to understand that switch. But I did like,
because we've had longer with Lance, haven't we?
Which is why when he said it to her, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, when she was like,
but I don't get it from her perspective.
Yeah, I'm missing just a little bit of like character development from her to be like. I think what happens at the end of this episode is going to be perfect for thrusting her character into the spotlight, which I'm really excited for. But essentially, Pamela spun the narrative to take the blame away from Sebastian and pin it all on Lance.
Which, you know,
and basically, fair enough, do what you got to do. And Lance deserved it at the end of the day, so I'm not too upset about that. So yeah, that was pretty much the first like quarter of the episode, but then we got to the bit where they were all leaving, like Aaron, Jerry, Elijah, and Lydia.
There was there was a bit right before this happened. Yeah. And it's like the main group, like, who was there? Like Aaron, Jerry, everyone who was like underground. Yeah. With Annie. Yeah. Like having this chat, and in my head, I said this when we were watching it. It felt like when in Game of Thrones the last season they all sat around and debated about who was becoming king. It was like that sign of vibe. They all just like stood in like a semicircle talking about it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was like, scene. What is happening? But, why isn't Pamela here?
But they all just like they all started saying goodbye. No, and it got me very worried.
Like Gracie's crying about Aaron leaving, and Aaron's like, and they started playing like sad music, and I was like, no.
Yeah, Carol said goodbye to Lydia as well. Yes. Which was really, really cute. Yeah. I can't believe she got another fucking child. That means Lydia's gonna die.
Literally.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank God that she's not a fucking mum to Judith and RJ.
Oh God, yeah. Can you imagine that? Jesus. Can you imagine that? They'd be on the next bus to Deadville. Literally. So after that, Carol had one more stop. And she spoke to Ezekiel.
I don't like this at all.
Ezekiel basically said, I'm staying behind. I'm not coming with you. My place is here. Then
he might live.
He's gonna sacrifice himself.
Definitely,
He's 100% gonna sacrifice himself.
Everyone was saying bye in this episode.
Yeah, there was a really cute scene with Maggie and Annie as they went to the sonogram. They said something was wrong with the baby.
Oh yeah, but we weren't paying attention.
We weren't paying attention. And we couldn't bother to rewind.
Because what we were saying was, oh, look at the callback to Glenn and Maggie. And then we missed exactly what they were saying.
Yeah, we were like, oh, this is a really nice callback to that scene where Maggie and Glenn...
And then all we heard was, it's glad we caught it early. And we were like, oh.
What? Eh?
Did we see Princess last episode? Or this episode? Because we didn't see this episode. I'm just thinking about Mercer. But we haven't seen her. Have we?
Did we not see a bedroom shot of them? Or am I making that up? Was that last? That's a different episode.
The one where he gets up for work.
Yeah.
That's a different episode.
Oh, okay. No, we haven't seen Princess at all. But she's in the opening credits and we haven't seen her at all.
Brilliant.
What the fuck? So she's got to be in the next episode, right? Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point? This is what I mean. God. There's too many characters.
There's too many people. Start killing them off, or just
they could have easily killed off somebody else with the walkers. Yeah, they could have easily killed off
Nabila.
Okay, not Nabila.
Okay, exactly.
Let's not go that far.
This is why
they could have easily had Ezekiel sacrifice himself for
Don't be
Nabila.
Stupid.
Why not?
Don't bring the boys into this.
But they could have easily done that.
No, I know, but they won't. I feel like that whole seems...
Someone's dying next episode to the variant walkers. 100%. No, don't look it up. Put your phone away.
Well, it's either...
Okay, so moving on. What's my next thing? So, not Ezekiel, Eugene and Stephanie went to go see Lance. Basically, we don't like the Miltons. And Lance was like, well, you've got two options. You either put up with it or you destroy them. And they chose the latter.
Yeah.
Which
we
both sat there like, oh. Because basically what the plan was is Stephanie tricked Sebastian into speaking his mind about the Commonwealth.
Which,
and recorded
in all
him.
fairness, was a good plan. He would say a really nice speech about how he loves the Commonwealth, and then the thing would play. But then he changed his mind on what he was going to say and said something really sincere and nice and from the heart, and then they still played it.
It was literally honest. He was basically like, you guys think I'm an asshole,
Fair
and
enough.
I know I am. I'm sorry. I will try to be better.
Yeah.
And Stephanie still did the whole... Oh,
and Eugene was like...
Eugene looked like he did not want to do it.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off at that.
Yeah.
I won't lie. That's made me dislike Stephanie a little bit.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Like, I was all for it until
like,
he was genuine.
Why have they made Eugene a secondary character to Stephanie? Do you not think that?
Yeah.
Like...
It's like, yeah, I do feel like that. I feel a bit uneasy about that whole thing.
Okay. Then it cuts to Daryl in his room looking for Judith.
Oh, that whole fucking storyline.
Okay,
yeah.
No. Because then it cuts to Daryl and Carol talking about Rick, and Carol's like, you're not Rick.
Yeah. So and he's like, I can't parent, and then she tells him a story about Sophia.
Oh yeah, that was tragic.
I was also thinking, like, she's actually had children through, like, every stage of their childhood. Because she had Sophia until she was about, 11?
Yeah.
And then she had Lizzie and Mika. And then she had Henry from that age until he was a teenager. And now she's got Lydia.
Yeah.
From that point. So,
which is really weird.
Which is really weird how that's worked out.
Yeah.
So, she kind of does know what she's talking about. A little bit.
And then it cuts to Rosita and Father Gabriel. Father Gabriel's giving a speech to an empty church.
We thought it was a full congregation.
And I was like, oh, I love it when he, like, is speaking.
Yeah, and then he was speaking to no one.
And then I was like, oh. And then Rosita comes in with the child. We keep calling it Coco, and I actually don't know if that's its name.
Isn't it like Socorro? Or something like that, and his like nickname is Coco. I'm 95% sure the baby is called Coco. But it has a different name. It's like Socoritos or something like that.
But they call it Coco.
Okay.
And they started saying some stuff to it. Everyone keeps saying like bye to each other or really nice sentiments.
I don't like it. No. It feels like everyone's getting like their goodbye scenes for like the next couple of episodes.
Just in case.
I mean, next episode's called Variant, but the episode after is called What We've Lost.
I think it's gonna go down. I feel like shit's about to go down.
Yeah, I feel like the next episode.
The next episode.
I think Elijah's gonna die.
Yeah.
And I think either Jerry or Aaron are gonna die. I think Aaron's gonna die, considering the Gracie and the whole Gracie and Aaron goodbye.
Because Jerry hasn't even said bye to anyone.
No, but that's why I don't think they're going to kill him off, because we haven't seen that goodbye with Nabila and Ezekiel, and I don't think they'd rob us of that. I think they'd be cruel to. That would be the worst. I don't think I could forgive them for that. I think if they had a scene in this episode between Jerry and Ezekiel,
I'd be like,
he's dead.
Yeah,
100%.
But then I think that Rosita was going to die as well in this episode. We need to watch the trailers.
Yeah, we need to watch the trailers. So, is there anything else you want to say about the episode before I move on to the ending? No. Okay, cool. So, the ending.
That's what I want to say about the ending.
So, Toe Man and fake Stephanie shoot up a load of maintenance people who have, like, set up Founders Day. And at first we were like, the fuck? And then we were like, Lance has told them to do that, to fuck up the day, because these people are not prepared for walkers at all. Not even in the slightest. No. So...
I don't even think the stormtroopers are. Let's be real.
No, the stormtroopers aren't even.
No.
So it became a bit of like... The walkers started attacking whilst Stephanie was running away from Sebastian.
Right, so basically, this is how it goes down. Stephanie and Sebastian goes after Stephanie, so Stephanie's running away.
Yes.
and then everyone is running towards them because the walkers are coming.
Yes.
And that's how everything gets jumbled up.
Yes. And Daryl and Judith get split up for a second, and then when they come back together, Judith is like, I want the gun.
Yeah.
Like, earlier on in the episode, she was like, I don't want the gun. I don't want the gun.
Because,
and we were like,
because then she's talking about how Michonne put her sword up on the mantelpiece. And I was like, babes, did you not know how that ended?
Yeah, it ended with her picking it back up and using it again. She's still got it.
I'm pretty sure someone stole it and killed, like, the leader of Alexandria with it. So, I didn't think it went very well. She puts it up on the mantle and Pete goes and gets it and kills Richard. At the meeting.
Oh my! Oh, you're talking that far back. I thought you were talking
that's why she picks it back up and takes it back.
No, I think Judith was talking about during the time jump when Rick dies to when we saw it again. You were thinking a lot earlier. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But yeah, so essentially Judith gets the gun and she starts shooting walkers along with like Daryl and his knives. Mercer's going after Stephanie. And then Stephanie and Sebastian get into like a bit of an altercation, and Sebastian notices a walker and pushes Stephanie into the walker. But then Eugene tackles the zombie, and it lands on Sebastian,
who dies.
Who then gets bit on the neck and dies.
And then Judith shoots the walker.
Yes.
Which I thought was really good.
I thought that was really interesting because it reminded me of.
And then they played back what he just said about the Commonwealth while he was like dying.
I feel like they were trying to make us like they were trying to make us like, yes, Sebastian's dead, but I was just sat there like I felt so bad. I felt really bad for him. I felt really bad for him. Like he'd just been played and he was angry, and like I get he tried to push Stephanie into a walker, but like also, obviously dick move. Yeah. But equally he didn't deserve to die for it.
No, I thought it was a pretty of a dick move. But I did think it was really good.
It was a great death scene. And this completely changes the ending of the comics. Yeah. Like in the end of the comics, Sebastian kills Rick Grimes. Yeah. And that's how the comic ends, basically. There's another issue, but that's what happens at the end of the the penultimate one. Forward. But then essentially the storyline is done now. There's no one to do it unless Pamela does it. Pamela kills Daryl. Well, no, she can't. There's a whole TV show. Unless Pamela sends Daryl away, and that's how he ends up in Europe.
It's so random.
Yeah, it does seem really random.
That's so random.
It is a bit weird.
I'm excited to see where this is going to go. I've watched a clip from Variant. I'm assuming it's from the Variant episode.
I've seen the Rosita clip.
I haven't seen the Rosita clip.
You haven't seen the Rosita clip?
No, I've seen the Aaron, Jerry, Lydia.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, I've seen that.
Okay,
That's pretty scary. It's pretty cool. I like how they're filming.
Okay, good. Because
I
saw
cameras.
I saw the one with Rosita, and that's why what you were saying earlier about Pamela like sending for them.
Yeah.
I saw a video of her getting apprehended.
No.
And
I don't know if I've watched that.
So, I mean, there's not really any spoilers in it. Like it's not like killer in it. So, yeah. So I think you're right, but my problem is I don't understand why she's gunning for them. Do you know what I mean? Is it maybe because now that Sebastian's dead, Carol's deal no longer stands?
Well, yeah. Probably.
Damn. Okay, that fucking sucks.
And Rosita and Daryl were the two who went in to get the girl.
Yeah.
From the house.
Yeah.
So it's got a bit shit.
So yeah. So that's the entire episode. There's not really much else to say.
We're gonna watch the trailers.
We're gonna go watch the trailers. So we will see you in 2 seconds now. What's happened? Poppy, talk.
Oh, I'm just stressed.
Okay, so the next episode trailer is a bit wild. Pamela is gunning for Eugene. And he's on the run.
Yeah, but he's not, because he's locked up.
That's very interesting. I don't know how that's going to play out.
Where's everyone else? Did you see anyone else in that trailer? The second one? Where is everybody else?
They've been sent away.
Where? To who? Where's Aaron? Where's Jerry? Where's Lydia? Where's anyone?
Well, I'm guessing they're not in that episode if they've just been in the previous episode.
Yeah, but the next episode isn't going to just be about the variants.
No. But in the next episode,
yeah,
it's about the variants, and then the episode after isn't going to be about that storyline.
Right. Well, they can still be in the show.
No, because it's not focusing on that storyline.
There's only 4 episodes left.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's fine. Poppy's now going to go cry because she thinks Aaron's dying next episode. But yeah. I haven't got really anything else to say. I thought this was a really good episode. What would you rate it out of 10?
9.
I'd probably give it a 9, just for the ending.
High, yeah.
Just the ending
just
was
the ending.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought that was a really nice
I
scenes.
haven't felt that level of panic.
Do you know what it was? It felt like the start of the apocalypse again.
Yes.
Because everyone just panicked. And that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Yeah. I thought it was really good. I thought they really captured that essence. So yeah.
Like, I've been rewatching Walking Dead, always. And I've got to the bit where Daryl and... I'm on, like, 2 different bits. I've got to a bit where Daryl and Beth are running away from the prison. And it's Beth, like, doing the narration of, like, writing her diary.
Right.
And she says the line, like, my dad said something... And it's like, if you haven't got hope, what's the point of living?
Ooh.
And I'm like...
oh, God.
I'm, like, having, like, an existential crisis that everyone's going to die, and I'm literally ready.
Predictions for next episode. I think Elijah's dying.
Yep.
And I think Jerry or Aaron are going to die.
Or they get bit.
And they're
going to drag it out.
They're going to drag it out, yeah.
They're going to do Tyrese on us.
I think they're going to do an Alicia on us. They drag out her bite
for
like an entire half season.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, I was bitten 3 months ago and I still haven't died.
But my arm got chopped off and now it's infected, but, like, I'm still dying. And I'm, like, half a...
That whole storyline was a mess.
Yeah.
And it disappointed me. I also think...
I
don't know. I have a feeling someone at the Commonwealth is going to die.
I haven't seen, like, Gabriel in a while.
We didn't see Gabriel in that trailer.
I'm really, like...
I'm worried.
Because... because...
Oh my God. Imagine Daryl and Gabriel are in the same room being interrogated and Gabriel's, like, getting Larry.
No.
And Daryl has to put him down in order to prove that, like, he's not... Imagine that's, like, how it goes.
No, because in the second trailer, you know, when they're all running,
yeah,
that's like the same bit of all the pictures that I've seen of Rosita climbing up the wall with Coco, with the walkers behind her.
Oh, should we just stop watching now, and just, like, everything's still happy, everything's alive, everyone's alive, no one's dead, yay!
This is why I rewatched season 5.
Everyone dies in that season.
Yeah, but Glenn's still alive, and so is Aaron. I know, I'm sorry.
You could just watch season 6, because they're both alive in that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And season 6.
Season 6 is a good season.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, thank you.
We've been going on.
We've been dragging this out for a while. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we will see you guys next Wednesday for the next episode, Variant. We're both very scared. And we will see you guys later. Bye. Keep on ranting. See ya.